I was reading in the comments today about building a big, lavish facility, and one person was saying that most people do it wrong. They go all in and make this big, huge place, and they should start slow and build it up that way. And I agree and disagree with that statement. Yeah, you don't want to take a huge ton of money and just dump it into a place and not knowing what you're doing. But then again, building up a studio slowly can take forever. And what comes to mind is one of my clients. He did that. He hired a famous studio designer. It was Walter Stork Design. They designed the whole facility, and then what he did is he only built one room at a time. As money came in, he built the room, and he never took any loans from the bank. He never borrowed from anybody. And slowly he built one part of the building, then the other part of the building, and he kept on doing that years and years and years. And to make a long story short, he finally got everything done. He put a big API console in there. Everything was finished, and he passed away. I mean, granted, he was in his 90s at that point. He did see his dream, but I think it took way too long putting his dream together. Now, I understand the other part of it, taking a ton of money, but Angel Mountain, when we were doing that studio, the owner, he got all the studio designs done. He went to contractors, asked them to bid on it. Nobody would bid on it. And the only way he could finance the studio is with investors. They wanted to get involved. And then when they went to the bank was interested in giving the studio owner more money than he needed rather than what he actually needed. So it was kind of the bank pushing them to build a bigger place than they actually needed. And then they ended up buying, 8 acres and, 18,000 square foot from the ground built up, studio, everything floating, facility, which was way too much. But that's the only way he could do it. It was either do it that way or do nothing. So I agree and disagree with the person. In the perfect world, yeah, build a small studio, keep working on it, expand the business, keep on expanding the business into different areas. Yeah, that would be great. But in the real world, it don't work that way. You have to deal with whatever is in front of you. And if somebody hands you a ton of money to put it together, you kind of figure out, well, how can I do this to make this all work? I remember with Angel Mountain, when they wanted to hire me, they showed me the blueprints of the whole place. And I said, I can't make enough money to support this. And I was doing the pro audio. And I said, well, we'll have all these different profit centers. And they broke it down, and they had video, and then they had the pro audio sales, and then they had the audio production, and then they had composition, And so if everything fired, if all cylinders fired, it would make sense and it would make money. But it didn't work out that way, and the place went under. There was other circumstances too. Studio designers not supplying drawings when they were supposed to, having construction crews waiting for things like that, which costs a lot of money, and any buffer money goes away. So again, with the comments, just respectfully, yes and no. But I think there has to be a hybrid between this that works for everybody, and you just have to deal with whatever is handed to you.